Hey, folks, Quilly Team here, and welcome! It's Motorsport Mondays, where things go vroom vroom. Let's get the main screen turned on. Hey, everybody! Hope you had a good weekend. I was pretty exhausted yesterday from doing the two back-to-back streams, Friday and Saturday. Although I had a lot of fun with it. Didn't even record or anything. Still a little bit worried. My voice is a tiny bit on the scratchy side. I think I've just been overdoing it for the last week or so. So, you know, hopefully we'll make it through today. Luckily the cars make plenty of noise for us, so I think we'll be okay. Dun 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 dun. Dun bum 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 bum. I got my COVID shot 10.5 hours ago. Hey, Nachos! Great to hear that. Glad things are going well. Hopefully everyone's keeping good and safe out there. I don't know if anyone's been watching the Olympics. I haven't been watching most of it. I haven't been watching much of it. I've watched a couple of things here and there. I watched so far, I think 2 matches is all they've done. Unless there was another one today. Anyway, I've watched the first 2 matches of the Canadian women's soccer team. The foot soccer ball team. That was good, and then a smattering of other things, but not really. Summer Olympics is not really something that gets as hyped up in Canada here. We're all about the Winter Olympics. That's, of course, the most important ones, because, you know, there's more stuff that we actually do there, right? Obviously the hockey, but I've always been really hyped about all the skiing and stuff like that, and any of the, like, half-pipe stuff. I'm happy to add those into the Olympics, because I think they're really compelling. Any motorsport at the Olympics? No! For some reason, nothing motorized, I think, in the Olympics. I don't know why. Winter's where it's at. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the Winter Olympics more. And I know that, like, worldwide, the viewership for the Winter Olympics is a lot lower. And I get that. Sure, that makes sense. But over here, yeah. Didn't know I was doing the season? The series? Shrek Bangle? We've been doing it for over a year now. If you want to go back on YouTube, there's tons of episodes waiting there for you. Tons of episode. Chess Olympic sports. What about chess boxing? You could have that as an Olympic sport. Anyway, we're going to get started fairly soon here because I want to make sure we've got enough time for everything. Although we are going to be starting with the race. So, we are doing the Underdog Challenge where we start as the bottommost team in the bottommost league. And our goal is to get to the topmost league and win the whole thing. We are currently in the topmost league. And we finished last season 3rd. There's a chance we can finish it this season. It's going to be tricky because the teams above us, well, especially the topmost team, was incredibly dominant. So it is going to be a big challenge, but we'll see. If we don't make it this season, I think our chances are exceptionally good for the next one. But fingers crossed that we can do it this time around. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, mead. That does sound nice. Setup-wise, so this is the first race of the season. As a result, a lot of our parts don't have that much reliability yet. Did try to focus on bringing up the reliability of the acceleration, because that's one of the crucial parts. Also the low-speed corners. Now, it's maybe a little less concerning because you can do a fairly rapid replacement of the front wings. So if something's going to break, you'd rather be the front wings rather than anything else. We have them in the 70s. All our parts are basically there. We got a couple in the very high 60s. Hopefully we're going to be fine. The biggest question mark for this race might be... Oh, that's right. Lavoie is gone. They're right. She's retired, and that might make a big difference. Biggest question with the engines is, can we push them at all? It's not a crucial part for the race. It is useful here, but I don't think it degrades faster. The crucial parts have bonus degradation. I think useful doesn't, although its performance still matters. So I don't think the engines are going to degrade faster than normal for this race. But I'm not sure that we have quite enough percentage that we really want to push it. I'm actually thinking we might underfuel Chica by 2 laps and Rhea by 1. Well, how many laps are at Doha here? 28 laps. Okay, as a percentage, that's not very much. Or it is a lot, like underfueling Chica to 26 of 28 laps. No, that's probably fine. I think that's going to be A-okay. So we'll probably do that because we're not going to be pushing, so we want to underfuel to be a little bit lighter and faster that way. Game audio, you're right. I mean, there's not... Actually, it's unmuted right now. There's no background or anything. I guess normally there'd be background music here, but it gets flagged on YouTube, so the music in the game has been muted. But if I click... Like you can hear the UI sounds. And then once we get into the racing, then it's cool because we can just hear all the vroom vroom games. Maybe 2 and 3. I mean, maybe. I think I want to go 1 and 2 because I actually think we can possibly go into high engine mode for a little bit. And so I think it's going to be, I think I'm going to be happy with the balance there. We'll see. Considering we have a history of burned down engines. Well, we're definitely going to underfuel. That's for sure. The only question mark is how much. But yeah, we're definitely going to underfuel. That's a for sure there. In terms of parts, we have developed, we did develop this engine over here, but this was just a training session for us to develop some tech to go to the next one. We're not planning on actually using this engine over here. Anyway, with that, I think we're ready to go. We've got a full suite of sponsors. Viking's going to expire soon, so we'll see what comes up over there. Drivers hopefully are in a decent mood. Yeah, finally hitting above average. Yeah. I mean, we still don't dominate in any categories, although apparently our suspension for the medium speed corners is actually pretty decent. But that's the only thing. That's third best. The engine, which is one of the most important things in these cars because they do double dip in terms of stats, we are solidly middle of the pack. I think we are going to improve these parts extremely quickly. But right now, it's not there. Now, the first race of the season sometimes is a race where we have a lot of potential to do well, based on a lot of the cars are going to have mechanical problems and have to stop for repairs. If they end up having to stop for a bunch of repairs, and we don't, that can put us up the standings a fair bit. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Buff. We'll see how that goes. So I think without further ado, we're ready to consider our start over here. I could go for the 3rd and above bonus pool. I think that I think we're going to have an extremely hard time getting that in qualifying. Because while we may be able to look for a podium in the race, I think qualifying, where it's really pure car performance, I think we'll have a hard time doing that. I think that our expected value is going to be higher if we go with the Football Manager at 7th and above. Fairly confident that we should be able to get that in both qualifying and the race. Whereas El Banco, I feel very unconfident that we'll get in quali, which means really all we're looking at here is 500,000 if we can podium in the race, which is still a big if. So I think the Football Manager is definitely the way to go. This track is the wicked corner. Yeah, because it's kind of a hybrid between a city circuit and a track circuit, I guess. So we'll see. We told the chairman 3rd and above. We want to, we want to underpromise a little. We could have gotten more money if we'd gone for 1st, but the advantage of going 3rd and above is that it'll be much easier to keep up the team marketability and the chairman happiness and things like that. So I think that's going to be okay. This is the race that has a ludicrous corner cut. You are absolutely right, MG Gamers. This race here, the pit stop is very cheap, especially since there's not an actual real pit straight. So it's not like cars are generating huge amounts of extra speed here while we're in the pits. It's fairly short, so they never generate huge speed. Then they've got a crazy hairpin. So this track here is really one where we benefit from doing a lot of pit stops at. It's definitely what we want to lean on. It is going to be pretty warm, so the softer compounds might overheat a bit, but our softer compound in this case is just soft. I think what I might do is bring like a second medium just in case, but then otherwise just a whack pile of softs. In fact, because I think we're just going to run softs for the race. Maybe what I'll do is just this. And then we'll have the ability to throw on 1 medium and or 1 hard, depending on the exact time. It's probably not a hard, but we might, if our final stint is just a little too long for a soft, we can squeeze in a medium. Otherwise, we'll probably be happier with more soft stints. This will leave us, so we'll use 1 set of softs for practice. We'll have 2 for quali. That will leave us 4 for race day, which should be plenty. Should be more than enough. It is the first race of the season, indeed. So I think this is going to be right. What tires? I've heard Bahrain is a rather rainy place. Bedinsis. And of course, obviously, we don't have to bring our wet tire compounds. That happens automatically. But yeah, that's really funny. I want to know exactly how many seconds for pitting. Let me count in the practice. We'll see if we can pull it off. It's going to be tricky because the pit times are... It'll be a little fuzzy because they pull into the actual box here, and then there's a set time. You can sort of count the amount of time before and after the box, and then add 2 seconds, maybe for the tire change. I guess that would be the closest you can get to the actual pit time. But the question is, there's 2 parts to that, right? There's how long is it actually from pit entry to pit exit, but also how long does it take just the cars to go around normally? Because it's not the total time in pit we care about, it's the difference. How many extra seconds is pitting versus staying out. So if it's 20 seconds in the pit lane, but it's only costing us 13 or 14 seconds, which I think might be the case here, like it, because I think it's really fast. Part-wise, so yeah, there's nothing for us to do here. The only new part we've got so far is this engine, which we're not going to use. So I think we're ready to go. We are using a boost, you mean ERS? We're using the capacitor, same as last season. I really enjoyed it, and I just want to do it again. I think it was a good amount of interactivity, which is good. Chica favorite participant for the part. This is just what it was set to. I mean, she's happier. I don't know how much better it is. Well, the brakes are a fair bit different. I wonder if we should do a little swappy-do. Yeah, they're both delighted now. There we go. We'll give Monty the better brakes, and now they feel satisfied with that. Cool. All right. Let's go. Switch version of this game? Coming out. Only find the same with the mobile game. Kind of feel new, kind of like the announcement of new Switch. I've already got it. Aha. Yeah, I've dabbled with Motorsport Manager Online, which is the most up-to-date mobile version of this. It wasn't bad. I would like a proper sequel to Motorsport Manager on PC. The mobile versions is I mean, it's basically the same game. The numbers there, because it was like Motorsport Manager 2 and 3 and then Motorsport Manager Online, but they're all effectively the same game. And yeah, 28 laps. Boop, boop, boo. So Broccoli, as I explained at the start of the stream, the Underdog Challenge is you start with the worst team in the bottommost league, and you have to make your way to the topmost league and win the whole thing without ever changing teams. And we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, we're definitely going to practice on softs. Downforce handling. So we really don't know. We can probably start them all here, and likely the downforce will go higher over here, and the handling we're actually not sure about. What I could do is let me stiffen the suspension on one and soften it on the other, and it'll give us a little bit more information about where the handling spot is supposed to be. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty okay with this. Oh yeah, what is the soft tire lap usage? Great question. 11 to 13. So soft will actually overkill it. Soft medium is actually a little bit shy, and where we could run hards, but no, we'll just do 3 stints of softs. This does mean we can push the softs a bit. However, the heat's going to be a little high, so I think tire management, temperature management is going to be a little tricky with the pushing. On the other hand, one of the things you want to avoid on the softest tire compound is being in that bottommost performance band, that final third. So since there's no real way, like we could one stop with like a soft plus hard or something like that, but this is such a cheap pit. We go soft, and we just pit fairly early. If we're going, so it's like, I guess 10, 8 laps, or 10, 9, 9. 10, 9, and 9 for our lap times. Our stints. Sounds good. Hopefully we don't run into any issues with double stacking the pits, because we're going to be in the exact same strategy. Well, actually, no. We could have one coming in on the 9th lap and one coming in the 10th and break that symmetry. And that would be okay. So, yeah. So 10, 9, 9, and we can have another one go 9, 9, 10, or something like that. Oh, what do you call a priest that becomes a lawyer? A father-in-law. Hashtag Team Emma. All right, so we're going to get that soft knowledge. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. So, send out. We want to get race trim first, because it's always the most important thing to make sure that we finish. All right, let's go. Bring in, bring in. Whee! See how we do. Handling's good. Hold on, I want to bring in the other one. Hold on. Both of them say good handling. That's interesting, which means really the handling sweet spot is right smack in the middle of things. Huh. Because of temperatures, yeah. But I think we're still going to run 19910 just to offset the pit stops. So we're going to dial in a crap ton of downforce, which kind of doesn't surprise me with all the 90-degree corners here. We're going to bring the handling over this way, and the speed balance, I think, is going to get shortened up. Let's try something like this with Monty. Hey, beer drinking guy. What are you drinking today? Handling there, and yeah, the speed balance quite a bit shorter. Okay, let's see what this looks like. These percentages are pretty poor here. Try 5501. What's the emergency number from the IT crowd? 044, etc., etc. We'll try that for a tire strat. All right, Balky in first. Hey, Yan. 011, is that how it starts? Okay, so downforce was very poor, is now okay. It's possible we overshot, but I find that hard to believe. So I suspect we just need quite a bit more downforce. We'll shorten the gear ratios some more, and I'll see what this does to the handling. If it becomes excellent, great, or even goes to good, we'll get some good information either way. How do so many people have that memorized? I'm assuming they're just good at Googling, which is a very important skill. Yeah, very poor to... Yeah, it must just be more downforce. And we'll see what this does. It's easy because of the song. Exactly, you're right. My bad. I think my favorite episode, and it's probably the same for most people with the IT crowd, is the workouting, where they go to the play. Acid. Good at Googling is like a basic requirement for Twitch mod. Yeah. It's also how you become a computer programmer, IT manager, any of those things. Excellent speed balance is nice. We don't know where the handling needs to be. I think what I'll do is I'll throw in a little bit of tire camber and see what that does, and then I'll just bring the speed balance. Do something like that. Although, with Balky can probably stay out for knowledge now. I'll just put in the 4 laps of fuel. But yeah. Meanwhile, purple, purple, yellow. Well, that's quite interesting. 95% with a yellow speed balance. So we know this has got a notch over to the right. Now this will at least put us back in the great. But it's possible the great range is like from here to like right here and we just missed out on it. So this could be excellent. In any case, this should be a pretty good number. So I think with both of them now, we'll let them out, leave them out on this stint to get knowledge. Handling, that's good to hear. We'll go and put your engine modes up a little bit. Level 2. The CPU likes to practice. They don't carry the race knowledge the same way, so they tend to practice on hard just to waste as many tires for race day, which is pretty legit. I mean, if they don't use the knowledge perk, then why would they do otherwise? I wonder if this is going to finish here. I think it will, actually. If not, we can always just send one out for a little short stint, but there you go. 20 coming in. Where did we get her? 97%. So these excellence might be a little bit off, but it might mostly be that this speed balance is quite far away from the... Do something like that. And see what this does for the handling as well. Well, I mean, I guess it's not going to be purple anymore. Okay, you know what? Let's change my mind. Let's do this. What I'm going to do is add in a little bit more rear angle. And then pull back on the downforce meter over here. Okay. Now we're going to go up and do quali. Ooh, okay. That's quite interesting. See, it's interesting because they're both at 97%, but the coloration of things wouldn't make you feel this way. I'm going to put in a little bit more downforce. Probably the handling has to pull back, if anything. All right, let's see this. Oh, counting pit time slowly. Sorry, I fast forwarded right away. Dang it. I didn't see your message in time. Can we get the level 2 quality knowledge? I wonder. It's gonna be tight for time. I mean, level 1 for sure, yeah. But I think that might be it, actually. So you know what? Bring in, we'll see if we can run another quick little test. I should have brought them in last lap. Where's the pit entrance? Oh, we're not going to have time. It's going to time out right now anyway. Alright. Well, that's that. Yeah, Becker much faster. That is terrifying. Sorry, Leopard. Panther Racing sucks more than the vacuum cleaner. Oh, the witty dialogue on the in-game Twitter. Some people are saying Modi joined last season, but Hashimoto's definitely new. All right, for qualifying, yeah, we only got the 5% trim. And we don't know if the tire knowledge matters too much for this. I think it matters. It probably Sector 3 will get helped by it. 97, 97. So we still really don't know. Okay, if anything, the downforce is probably more like this. Let's just do that right now. 97, 97. We got whiskey and chocolate, 1 second. So it was great. It's good over there. It's great. 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 I don't know. I'm going to put in tiny more rear wing and just see if that gives us a percent. I don't think we're not going to hit very good percentages over here, unfortunately, this time. I don't even have my Streamlabs open. Let me bring that up for the whiskey and chocolate. Come on, refresh. What is that? Wedge of Brie! Hey, thank you. Hey, Quill. I only got to see the bits and parts of you playing with yourself and Humankind, but I missed the drop. Any chance to see more of that? Oh, yes, there'll definitely be more of Humankind. I'm sure of it. 100% Wedge. I've got very high hopes for it to be worth the wait. What is your feels in the game as is? Well, we're not playing Humankind right now, so I don't want to go into a big discussion about it and sidetrack from the content we're actually doing, but I think Humankind is quite good. So there you go. Bum, 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 bum. I've got a bunch of stars recorded. I've just had a really crazy, busy, exhausting week. And they just need to be, like, thumbnailed and stuff. But there's a bunch of Stellaris on the way. Okay, I think that's both of them adjusted a little bit. Let's go into qualifying. Now, I'm not expecting tremendous things from quali here, especially since we don't have the quali trim. It's a pretty long lap time, so yeah, we're going to have to send them out instantly if we want to get 2 stints out. And I do. So there's not going to be any rubber in right now, but it will give us 2 shots at it. Because even with the rubbering in later, we don't always do better on the second one. That's particularly poor setup by Balky here, unfortunately. Not going to go good. The fact that we're still behind on engine development is very rough. Okay, we gotta send out pretty much now. Oh, it actually got worse. That's interesting. Which means that what we actually want is the speed balance to be on the other side. Maybe a little bit of a tick like that, and then bring the downforce back that way. Okay, that might give us our 98, actually. New tire, go, go. Balky, you also lost. Most in the pursuit of downforce, so we actually probably want to add in a little bit more downforce. That might be a little too much. Hold on. No. Wrong way. Add in downforce. There we go. Yeah. We'll try that. Okay. Hopefully we do better here. Although, I mean, if we end up 5th... Wow, Monty did really poorly despite her overdrive. If we end up 5th, that'll be fine. Well, Balky is not improving, but Monty is at least. Oh, wow. Still fastest? Is she gonna bang in, like, a pole position? 3rd overall. Okay, so she lost some speed in the 3rd sector. But alright, that's... 3rd and 6th is actually much better than I expected here. Much, much, much better. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, every percent is 1/100th of a second. So, you know, yeah, 1%'s not a huge deal, but it does still add up over the course of a race, right? So it's almost 0.3 of a second slower by the end of the race. Mm-hmm. We could have maybe taken top sponsor. I was not expecting that. I think we're going to be a lot more aggressive with the sponsors this season. I just wasn't trusting it for this race. Once we get our... the first 2 things we're going to do are going to be engine upgrades, and I think I'll feel a lot more secure once that happens. Soft tire race trim is going to be the case for both of our drivers over here. And we are going to start on soft tires. That's great. We did get to a 98%. Perfect. Balky, we're going to underfuel you by 2 laps. We got still 97% over here. I mean, add more. You think a little bit higher speed balance, maybe. Might be the case. It's hard to tell. I'm not going to mess with it because I could break it. I'm just going to underfuel by 1 lap in Monty because she doesn't have the same amount of fuel efficiency as Balky does. So we're going to start pretty much in complete neutral mode. Now, our soft tires should be able to last 11 laps. And we only need them to run 10 for the first one. But I'm really worried about the temperature management aspect. Wait, Balky had... Oh, she had an excellent handling before. Did she? No, Balky never had excellent handling. Balky was green, green, purple. And Rhea was purple, purple, green. For the same percentage, so we're gonna go with this. So I don't know who we box first. It'll probably actually just depend. Why does it say she's got 29 laps worth of fuel? We've seen this bug before. Where it doesn't take the fuel change. Now it does. Yeah, we've seen... It's 26 laps. Okay. 26 is in there. Good. I don't think we can do the 27. It says fuel 27. Maybe it's just a display issue on this screen. It says 28 laps, but I think it's because of rounding. So it's rounding it to 28 over here for whatever reasons. But I think we did underfuel a little bit so that Rhea will correctly run lighter. It seems to keep it, because if I load this up, it does say here 27, so it must just be a display issue on this screen. We might be able to push a little bit, but... So, if anything, so... With Rhea starting in third, there's a good chance we box her first. But I think it'll really depend on what kind of traffic there's around. If someone's being held up by someone, we might prioritize boxing them first. Something like that. I guess whoever we think we might pit first, we could actually push their tires a little bit. Again, I am worried about temperature management, but at least with our rolling starts, we do start with the 25% tire. So maybe what I'll do, maybe I will go ahead and push Rhea a little bit at the start. Just a scooch, just to hopefully give her a bit of a hand in keeping things, but we'll probably only run it like that for like half a lap. I think we're going to have to be... I'm worried about tire temperature. We've got lots of tread, I'm just worried about tire temperature management. We can always push a little bit later on. Is it faster to fuel for the full race from the start instead of fueling some of the pit stops? Seems surprising. So we don't have refueling, Larson, in this league at all. So we don't have any refueling. And the other thing is we actually... And we will be able to finish on this. Even though we're under fueling, the cars do actually generate a little bit of fuel. They don't use a full lap worth of fuel on every single lap. And... Even with no refueling, normally you fuel your cars to the top, and then you just run your engine in the higher engine mode. The problem is this first race of the season, our engines are only about 70% condition, so we can't really run in a higher engine mode because they would just break down. So this is the one and only race the whole season we won't start with a full tanks of fuel, because normally we start full tank of fuel and just push really hard at the start. And then the fuel equalizes to the same point as it would be anyway. But it's faster to push your engine harder than it is to under fuel. If you can. A lot of people starting on hards. I'm just going to say, probably not at the top here, but that's quite interesting. Yeah, there you go. 27 laps, 26 laps. Cool, cool, cool. We finished third last season. Overall. We're hoping we can do a first this time. And win our Underdog challenge. But it is going to be a challenge. It is going to be very hard. Because our car, most of our parts are like 5th best out of the field of 10. Including our engine, which is absolutely critical. So, we'll get up to the start of the race, which does take a while for us to get there. The place that we are going to ERS, probably starting here, and into this pseudo straight, and straight with a kink over here, which is probably going to be the easiest place to overtake people. Almost certainly after this little loop here. Let the vroom begin. Exactly. Alright. Coming around. To start straight. So 3rd and 6th. Hopefully we can hold that right away. There you go. Monty losing a little bit of space right away. Trying to go around on the outside over here, which is a challenge. She's going to get past on the inside. Maybe. Not really a surprise, though, if we lose some position right away. Just because we had a really good quality with Monty there. But, again, our car performance is solidly middle of the pack. We're hoping to do better than expected, though. We shall see. Temperature's definitely rising here. I think they're rising a touch over here on the yellow tire mode as well. So yeah, I don't think we'll be able to push on orange for very long. I'm going to pull it back to neutral now, because it's definitely getting hot. I think it is rising ever so slightly on the yellow. I don't think we'll have a temperature problem in the yellow, but pushing may not be a possibility. We can save it for near the end of their stint, and go ahead and just shove like crazy, and see how much we can do. You can see already the fuel loads are getting a bit better. We'll do a check halfway through the race to see how we're feeling, and we may be able to do a little bit of pushing, especially if our engine condition hasn't dropped too badly. Balky doing some personal best times over here. I guess it was on the first lap, so everyone's going to be doing a personal best. Never mind. Yeah, Balky had already overtaken. We've got ERS available here. I'm going to try to hold it until we get to over here, because I think that'll be best. Although if we get challenged from behind, then things might change up. There's so many 90-degree near dead stops on the map. Yeah. Well, I mean, that exists in real F1 as well. Some of the city circuits, although this is not... It's like, it feels like a city circuit, but it's not actually in a city. So we're going to go and slam both ERSs open once we get past the loop over here. Now, it does feel like Balky is faster than Monty, but I don't think I'm going to team orders here, because they're not actually on different strategies or anything. one passes the other legit, then I guess that's going to have to be okay. All right. Double ERS, go. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'll turn it off again, and we'll just do it again on the next loop. Can't get past Monty. Yeah. I mean, I could just give one ERS and not the other. Tracks reminds me of Dubai for some reason. Yeah, I don't know which track this layout is actually based on. Balky might be losing time being behind Monty, but I'm not sure. I guess what I could do is I could ERS Balky first, let her pass Monty that way, and then we'll see what she can do. And then we can give Monty the ERS next time, and if she takes position back, then good on her. I'd be worried about if it was normal F1 racing, because overtakes in real F1 is where the accidents are most likely. Here, it doesn't seem to be correlated to that at all. I don't know. I think I'll double ERS, because the thing is, Balky would still lose time trying to do the overtake. I don't know. You know what? Okay. Balky, this is your chance. See what you can do. Through before the corner? No? Yeah, see, so all we've done... Okay, there you go. She is through. Because, like, she might have lost time trying to get through Monty. I guess what I could have done, if I was boosting it, I could have done team orders then. I probably just should have. But then they got all cranky, you gotta answer questions from the press, blah, blah, blah. Some overtakes behind us. Yeah, I think we just lost tons of time. I should have just double ERS them or used team orders. Not this half-ass stuff. In fact, I might use team orders to put Monty back in front here. She's got so much charge. Hit Monty, it's Quill. Exactly. I should have just done this last time. Use the rest of your, use the rest of your charge to give some space to Balky here, please. The ERS still has value in the curbs, because you don't use it as much when you're going slow, but it's hard to overtake through corners. That's why I don't usually use the ERS in corners if I'm right behind someone, because then you end up just wasting it, not able to overtake. Alright, so we're currently on lap 5. Temperatures are definitely climbing. Okay, we're actually going to be stuck doing some conserve on these tires for the next stints, because the next tires come out at 50% temperature, and they're going to start overheating. We could consider a swap to a harder tire compound so we don't have to worry about heat, but I still think that would be bad. I think we'll be better off doing a tiny bit of conserve to stop the tires from overheating, and running the softer tire compound. But I won't be happy about it. On the other hand, everyone else is going to be kind of in the same boat, and that's going to be okay. Some people are oranging their engines. It'll be interesting to see how their engine condition persists through all that. And I suspect by the end of the race, we will have a little excess fuel. In fact, that's definitely the case. We've already made up a half a lap deficit a quarter of the race through. So we could have underfueled. I could have gone 2 and 3. I just wasn't sure. On the other hand, I think we'll have enough condition to push the engines by the end of it. I just want to wait and make sure for as long as possible. We'll do a double ERS when we get to the loop over here. I'm going to just push Monty's engine a little bit right now, so she doesn't hold up Balky quite as much as she currently may be. Team order. I effed it up with that very first one. I should have just team ordered on the first one and then let it go from there. Yeah, not a lot happening right now. Surprisingly large gap between different positions. Are you redding your engine? There's no way! Also, their tires are degrading really fast. I think I'm actually quite happy with our strategy. I think we might be doing a lot of overtaking in the pits. Which is the reason DRS was basically invented in real life, to not have to worry about. So I'm gonna pit one on 9. I don't really care who. What's nice is it's gonna stop them from slowing each other up like this. Probably I'll box Monty first, just on the basis that she's ahead, and you know that's tends to be how you do it. And actually, her tires are a little hotter because we did push slightly, and technically slightly more used up as well. So we're gonna finish this lap, and then we're gonna issue box orders for Monty. How are our engines? Our engines are actually fine, which is good, because we'll clearly be able to do some pushing. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that now. I'm going to do it with Monty first. And just to try to build a wee bit of a gap. Oh, is that Tyler ahead? Is boxing? Well, yeah, he did chew through his tires very rapidly here. AI does like to redline the engines and tires before pitting. To do a fast entry lap and try to undercut. I guess it's pretty legit. Alright, so Monty's now on lap 9. So we're going to go ahead and plan for a pit for a new set of softs. We'll do a triple recharge, and a balanced pit stop's going to be fine. Yeah, our engines are definitely holding together well. And Balky's got tons of fuel. I know, it's got a big negative red number, but it's actually fine. I can push. The tires are going to overheat in a second, so it's not going to matter. We don't care about their degrading. There you go. We'll go to neutral here, because when it's at 100%, I don't think the orange tire mode does anything. You say the Ferrari car is boxed for what? Oh, mediums over here. Interesting. You aren't allowed to refuel. Can you remove fuel? No. If refueling is allowed, I think you can remove fuel during a pit stop if refueling is allowed. So yeah, she's just complaining that she's entering the lowest performance band over here, which means Balky is going to do a lap like that, but that's alright. Alright, go Monty, may as well burn it, and actually we'll go ahead and burn it with Balky as well, because we might be able to do something. So there you go, Monty's in the pits, and now what we're going to do is we're going to plan for Balky's. She's going to come in for a new pair of softs, a triple charge, balance stop is going to be great. Okay. Yeah, the car removes fuel by itself while you drive. Exactly. Well said. Okay, I'm going to pull back on Balky's here, just because there's a bit of a deficit, and her engine was lower quality. Yeah, it's down to 59% already. Monty's should be okay. She's got lots of charge, obviously. DeGraff in for repairs and coming out on hards, which I don't think is very good. I mean, those hards will make it to the end of the race. This is true. But they are not going to be quick. I think going soft is better than trying to finish on hards. Alright, Monty. Trying to make sure to hit that button before it maxes out. Just going to use Balky's charge up now. And 99%, so we'll go now with Monty as well. Okay, pitting now. Vroom.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Go, Monty, go, Monty, go. Hey, Athena Wisdom. Good name, first of all. Hang on one sec. Do I want to make any adjustments? No, I think we're good. Balky is just falling. Okay, she's going into a tricksy area here, but I'm going to try to charge now and get through these guys. Let me do that, and while we're paused, let's see what Athena has to say. Thank you very much. Been watching you since Sip 5. Finally got to see a live stream. Been watching this series ever since you first started. It'll be sad when it ends. Not old enough to have whiskey, but I have some Toblerone. Oh, man. Toblerone is something, when I grew up, we can never get it just any time. But Swiss Chalet would offer it during the holidays, around Christmas. And that was always a special thing with my family. We go to Swiss Chalet so that we could get the dinner that came with the Toblerone for dessert, and it blew my mind. I just loved it so much. Alright, Monty following here, but doesn't have any charge to do an overtake on Tyler. Luckily, he's burning his ERS now, which is nice. Balky coming up real fast! Good job, Balky. And just like that, we're back to back again, where we were. Basically in the same places, back to back. 12-13 second pit seems about right. Yeah. I think it is a really inexpensive pit. And considering the hards are going to lap like 3 to 4 seconds slower compared to fresh softs, we definitely make up the time very quickly on the softs compared to the hards. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Becker over here, currently in second place. Obviously, Flores hasn't boxed yet and will soon. They might be a lot of people doing medium hard runs. I mean, the temperature management's going to be a lot easier with the hards, but that'll be it. Okay, let's go to medium. And medium over here, just to make sure. I'd rather burn the fuel as early as possible, so we're light as early as possible, but I don't want to accidentally run out of engine condition here, so we're going to go ahead and hold on to our fuel mode right now. Lavoie did retire, yeah. She's out of the sport. I guess she thought, you know what? I've just beaten it too many times, so it's become too easy for me, so I've got to retire. I think that's what her mentality was. He's going to try something truly challenging now, like Paradox Grand Strategy Games or something like that. Yeah, she's got to give other people a chance, exactly. I mean, how boring would it be if it was the same person winning the championship over and over and over again every year? I mean, that would get old really quick. Talking about you, Seb Vettel. God, 4 years in a row with Red Bull. I think it was 4 years in a row. Becker's Hards will probably make it. Oh, I'm sure Becker's Hards will make it to the end. Hey, we got repairs going on. I'm sure Becker's Hards will make it to the end. What I don't like is it's the same team like in the 1 and 2. It'd be much better if it was like Holden and then Becker down here or something like that, just so that they're not maximizing their points here. And same thing here. So right, we got Mercedes, Ferrari, and we're who are we? Well, we were like McLaren is what we were thinking last year. So it's not good because it's going to maximize the points in our championship rivals. Yeah, Lavoie did do stuff like win the race from position 20. Yeah, I don't know why she kept qualifying 20th and then would win the race. Like, I have no idea what was going on there, but it happened multiple times. It was bonkers. We're ass. Whoa. An attempted overtake by Flores over there. He is on fresh softs. Yeah, we'll go and power through with that. You can see the temperature is definitely rising on yellow here. We will be forced to do a little bit of conserving. And that's the only thing that might have spoken against our soft strategy. If we're having to do a little bit of conserving just to manage the tire temperatures, then we're really not getting the maximum value out of our tires. But there might have been an argument for medium, but there wasn't a good, like, I guess we could soft medium or something, but that doesn't feel good. So, 10-9. So, Monty is going to box on lap 18. Balky's going to box on 19. And they'll both have done 9 laps on this set of tires. And then that will be their final pit as well. Okay, so we're green fuel over here. Okay, engine conditions holding on. So I'm going to throw Monty back into orange engine mode. How are we doing over here? 54%. Feels a little less good with Balky. And then Lavoie did get punished on legals, that's right. Maybe there was controversy. Maybe people accused her of running an illegal car like her entire career. You know, it's hard to get back from that. 148 even. That's funny, that timing. Pretty sure Lavoie's entire car was illegal last week. Man, that's a lot of gap. I can't see us improving this position. Meanwhile, we could lose 6 to Flores. Guess I should be babysitting Balky here and be ready to respond. In case they start using ERS. Maybe get an extra lap now so you don't need to get it at the end on the same tire? I don't know what you're saying there, Christopher. What's the difference between 9-10-9 and 9-9-10? Temps are definitely high. More tired to push at the end. Yeah, but we could also just push now. Yeah, room to manage the end. Whether we do 10 laps... I mean, the thing is, we're just going to be limited on tire temperature, like, regardless, with our pushing. So, we can't really manage the tread wear because we're temperature limited. How's your engine condition? 55%? Yeah, I'll go back down to medium. Yeah, we'll probably be stuck doing that. And yeah, well, we could... That's the other thing. If we boxed... If we stayed out one extra lap with Monty, then they'd be boxing at the same time. And Balky's already done her 10-lap stint, so staying out the 10 laps now with Monty would sync them up for their pit stop, which would be bad. So we definitely want to do 9 and 9 right now. Because yeah, Balky's gone 10, now she's going to go 9-9. If Monty went 9-10, then they'd be pitting, yeah. So we definitely want to keep it this way. All right, we got a bunch of ERS charge. Is there anything that can be done about it? Not really. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, this is not a very exciting first race of the season. It's like we're in Spain or something. Yeah, let's go and do conserve. Your tires are melting down. I'd like to push, and we probably will be able to push a little bit, but I don't want to risk the engine condition. And again, I'd rather push as early as possible to lighten our car load as early as possible, but I just want to make sure we don't accidentally redline our engines. So Monty's going to finish this lap, and then we'll plan on her pit on the next one. Go for push. Go for push. Go ahead and drop some conserve over there on Balky as well. Okay. So yeah, lap 18. So we're boxed now. And she actually might hit that lowest performance band. Like, just enter it, like last time. Do that. We'll take the triple charge. Balance pit stop. Oops. Oh, the front wing. Should we safety replace the front wing? We started about 70% condition on it, which means we lost about 30% in 18 laps. The red zone's probably at 25%, which means we have 11 to go. That's sure, I didn't fix all the repair guys. Front wing doesn't usually any time. Incognito, that's only true when we're refueling. Front wing replacement is faster than refueling, but not faster than tire stuff. Chat is very split. Red zone might be 20%, in which case we're fine. I think we will risk it. Yeah, we're not replacing the wing. But yeah, that's the problem. We don't get free front wing replacements because we don't have refueling. Because normally you could just do it while the car is being fueled. Neutral, neutral. Yeah, I think it's 25% as the default for the red zone. Now, the red zone, you don't instantly lose performance or anything. It's just that once you enter the red zone, the condition degrades twice as quickly, so it does go pretty fast. Alright, so you're boxing now. Engine's holding out. You probably will be okay to orange your engine for the rest of the race, actually. A little We'll have to keep an eye on things, but it doesn't degrade very quickly. Okay, and then we're going to plan to pit Balky now. Well, once she finishes this lap. How's her parts condition? Yeah, so she's fine. Okay. There we go. We'll just hold on to the charge for a little bit here. %, per 1/3. Leave a 7% except for the grade. Oh! Well, crit. The math was very helpful there. Maybe we could have done the swap. Now, there's a lot of RNG in the parts decay. It's not consistent. I'm going to hit that button fairly soon, too. I just want to wait as long as possible here. $7, 98, 99, go. No, we weren't 100%. We were about 70%, but that's what I was saying. So we'd lost about 30%. We had 38% left. We're about 2/3 through the race, but it will degrade a little bit fast. Fucking mistake! Balky! Well, not Balky. Phil Richter! Gah! Oh, and I still had... thought I'd burned more ERS getting in here, but I guess not. So we'll have to go ahead and do that now. Dang it! Okay. So fingers crossed for the front wing, and then we're also going to have to keep an eye on the fuel, since I am oranging the engine now. God damn it, Phil! I mean, Balky's still in 7th, and there's actually a fairly decent gap between her and Lee, but... it'll be interesting to see what happens up ahead. Apparently, I guess Becker's hards are working okay, but their cars are much better. Holden pitting for repairs. Oh, there's such a huge gap. He probably still comes out in front. Well, there's no probably. He's definitely going to still come out ahead. There it is. That's actually still 3rd. It's ridiculous. Although we don't mind this sort of splitting some of these points up a little. Flores being up here, I mean, being ahead of us sucks, but the fact that he's ahead of Tyler is going to be quite good. If he's going to be ahead of us, we want him to be ahead of, like, more of our opposition. Alright, still holding on. Well, that's getting into the orange as well. Tires are going to be good to the end. We've got plenty of fuel. It's just the engine condition, which continues to get worse over here on Balky. Floors only pit once more. That's true, actually. You're right. Which means we're just going to end up being back in 5th and 6th. And basically the order we've been running the entire race. Well, there we go. Flores in the box now. Get that overtake. Coming out now. Balky should come out ahead. Oh, shit. There it is. Okay. Oh, you're ERSing right away. You probably got a lot of charge. Thing is, it might be hard for you to pass through these corners. There we go. We'll use it now. Try to stay ahead. Try to stay ahead. Ah. Damn. Must have come out with a lot of charge. Ooh, pushing, redlining the tires. That's not going to last very long. Our engine's 47%. You know what? I'll go there, because it's not a crucial part. I bet you the engine will be okay until the end. What's the worst could happen? Burst into flames right before the finish line? That's never happened to us twice. Never happened to us twice. I don't like the Balky's weighed down by all this extra fuel. Yeah, I should have underfueled a little bit more, but it's hard to tell because it's such a short race, like in terms of number of laps. Each lap of fuel we took out counted for a lot. But I guess I could have always run the engine in blue mode for a little bit if I, if I needed to make it up. I just wanted to avoid that. But in hindsight, Engine's holding, wings holding. I mean, it's definitely fine on Monty, but she's the one without the excess. Yeah, the air in the pit costs us 1 place. Yeah, you're right. That was terrible. Lightning never hits 3 times. Alright. Run over here. I may as well use it now. We've got a lot of charge. Close some of the distance, and we'll use it again on the next straight. I don't know if we're going to shift any positions or anything, though. I don't think anyone ahead of us is pitting again. So this is probably just how it's going to end. Wait, wing's fine. This wing, Balky's wing has actually gotten worse than Monty's. That's why it's got a random element in terms of decay. All right, go ahead and just burn the entire charge here, both of you. See, people are having to run their tires in blue right now to manage the temperature. I don't think it's possible to see the condition of your cars, not that I'm aware of. I'm not expecting anything to change unless someone retires or has more mechanical problems or crashes. But it's good weather, so I wasn't really expecting a crash. Okay. That's holding on. That's holding on, I guess. Tires are going to have to go to green mode shortly. Well, actually, I can probably... I might just be able to keep running in yellow here, actually, until the end. Don't have good weather too. Yeah, but we don't have a Lewis Hamilton here to knock us off the track. Well, mechanical problems up ahead. I mean, we're... Yeah, I know your tire temps. I guess you got to go a little bit more. All right, we'll throw you into conserve. Okay, it looks... I guess it is 20%, the quality. Or the condition limiter. I wonder if Tyler's going to be running slow right now. I'm gonna use it right now because there's actually not a good stretch to save it for on the last lap. Oh, he's boxing for repairs. Well, well, well. And Marty, oh, that's Marty. That's not Tyler, but still. Okay. All right. Redline your engine. You stay there. Do this. Oh, they are running slow, I think. Okay, how much charge do I got? Where do I want to use it? Where are we here? We're right up over here. I think I'm going to use it now. Especially with this guy coming up from behind. I'm going to do this. We might be able to take Flores. They're definitely going very slowly. Wait. We're not on our final lap. We're on lap 27. I started burning the tires too quick. Fuel's okay still? Or engine condition's okay still? Ish. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I miscalculated there. I'm hoping that doesn't hurt us too much in Monty's tires. Although, I don't think Flores is in a position to challenge Monty. Gonna watch her fuel. How's the engine and parts? Okay, the parts are all gonna make it to the end. That's good. It'd be great to keep Monty behind us, but it's gonna be really hard. They're in a much better car than we have. Get back ahead before the corner, please. Good. Save a tiny bit of charge. The AI tends to like to save charge for the end, though. Yeah, he's got a lot. The best we can do is try to make it as hard as possible for him to overtake. That's gonna have to be our hope here. But I don't see a universe where that doesn't happen unless he's got really terrible overtaking. We'll just try to hold off on the charge for as long as we can. Here, we'll go ahead and burn it with you. Okay. Got to do it now because he's getting a chance to build up a little bit of speed. But these 90-degree corners, at least, that does make the overtaking a little harder, but he's still got plenty of charge. He'll probably get us on the end here because it's mostly a straight. And there's nothing really else we can do about it. Fuel, I guess. Holy shit. Go! Yes! We always get past right at the end. That's probably the first time we win that final sprint to the finish line. Oh yeah, that's a big finish. Now, the, what is that team called? Steinman. So the Mercedes team did book a crap ton of points here, coming in first and second. But no, that was really good for us. That was really good for us. So we earned more points, or similar amounts as the... No, okay, 1 point less than the Ferrari team, Scuderia Rossini. But still, basically the same amount of points, which is at least good for moving up the rankings. But yeah, Steinman being able to book double, like, first, second, that's really bad. But we could have come out quite a bit shorter. Illegal parts. I think it's too early for anyone to have developed illegal parts. But, I don't know, who knows? Could happen. Yeah, no, nothing. Okay. Still, not tragic for our first race. Because sometimes the chaos of the first race can open up a lot of possibilities, but there wasn't a lot of chaos in this first race. And overall, our parts situation wasn't such that we do things. Again, overall, our parts are kind of like 5th place-ish. So coming in 3rd overall is very good. And yes, we'll ask a boss for the advance now. Team is Predator. Well, Predator is the name of the team that is the lowest ranked team. We had to for the challenge. So we're going to ask for the additional money, which we can do after the first race. Okay. We'll check for potential pit crew hires. Well, these aren't bad. Okay, no, and no, and no. Okay, this guy's actually really good. I think we got to hire Lawrence. So who are we going to fire? Because he should come in with 20, 20, 20, 20. 18. And really good stamina. So our lowest stamina person is at a 91. But they have pretty good skills. Fritsch, maybe? I think we get rid of Fritsch. They only have the 120, and a 93 is not that high. Fire Phil for the mistake. Phil Richter. The thing is, Phil should be pretty good normally. He can run the tires of front jack. He's got slightly better stamina. Ansel? Well, no, we're not going to fire Ansel. Fritsch, like, Ansel is better than Fritsch. 1 extra stamina, and they can also run the front jack. Yeah, I think we let go of Fritsch. 1 mistake is too many. Everyone hates Phil because he made a mistake. Wow, you guys are cold. All right. Zero mistake policy. All right, fine. Jesus. 1 mistake is 3 too many. Keep him, fire him. Keep him, fire him. No, he's... I appreciate the meme and the passion about it. Can't use him for a race. Well, I mean, that's true. We won't be able to use him for a while. I mean, he's... Fritsch is just worse. I have to fire Fritsch. I realize he's going to be out for a little while because his stamina got booted, but Fritsch is literally just worse. So no, we have to get straw poll for fictional crew retention. Sorry, Ava, you're out. Welcome, Lawrence. There you go. Good stuff. Okay, let's cycle the pit crew around. Oh, oops. Just want to change here. You, and yeah, ideally, a good fixer for this race actually would be good. There you go. 0% mistake chances, 20s everywhere. Good to see. Just missed out. She must have been devastated. Oh, what about me? No, she's tough. She'll get there next time. There you go. Probably would have boosted Ria's morale if she wasn't maxed, and it did make the chairman happy, which is good, because we just reset his happiness. Becker blitzes the opposition. Yeah, that Becker. So there's nothing for us to do right now. Okay. We're not going to change our sponsor stuff. So the next race, brakes and medium speed corners are the most crucial. So we're going to want to keep improving those and these because they're the most likely to go. I would like to get more into the engines though. So maybe we'll run all those. Although we're going to be replacing the engines soon, but they are a little bit critical for what's coming. Wow, the new engine's not even going to be done by the next race. That's actually really annoying. Hold on, second and above? But this is 200,000 per race, even if we don't use you. I think we go for malt whiskey, because if nothing else, it's freaking whiskey. We're gonna whiskey it. Done. Anyone worth looking at here? No. And no. Okay. A whiskey move. Engine's not... it's useful but not critical for the next race, but mostly it's about... okay, they're at 80%. Good. That'll give us more of a margin for pushing. I think we'll still underfuel a little bit, because we can't push the entire race, but it'll be much more comfortable for us to do it. We might just underfuel by... We might do the same, where we underfuel by 1 lap and 2 laps, but we are going to be happier about pushing this time around. A lot more comfortable doing it. So I think that's it. I think I'll underfuel by the same amount, but we're going to be more eager to... We're going to start the race on orange, and then just, you know, stop when we hit our fuel delta. And that's going to be all right. Okay. And then, yeah. Actually, these are at 80%. They're going to be fine now for the race. They're not going to degrade that much. So what I might do is just for whatever comes next, we'll do those. And heck, you know what? I'll put the engines back in, because the more engine condition we have, the more comfortable it is to push. Okay. I mean, when we have our real parts, like our newly made parts, we're going to want to go above 80% probably. But we'll do that. I guess what you do is drop the 84% engine. Yeah, just keep the 80 in there just to help balance things out a little bit. I mean, it's going to be in one day, so it doesn't actually matter. Okay. Oh, Zapper, because in my basement, it's really cold. Because the upstairs, keep it... The air conditioner, we set it to 25 degrees Celsius. So we don't keep it freezing. But the basement, like, I have all the vents closed down here, but a little bit still comes through the vents into the basement. And the basement is so insulated that if the AC runs at all, it's, like, Arctic down here. So I have to have the extra layer when I'm recording in the basement, because it gets... Only in the summer. In the winter, it's the opposite. In the winter, I'm down here in shorts. Yeah, we're not going to do any more building upgrades. I think we're ready for just the race. As it turns out, I should have gone El Banco last time. You know, maybe we should just start pushing for these. I don't know. Medium tire wear, low fuel burn. Actually, I think I'll underfuel a little bit more. But Football Manager is pretty cool. I'm just going to go Football Manager again, because nothing else I want to do that. Okay, so we don't know what the tire load is going to be. Tire wear says medium. Most likely we don't... Is this the race where Monty can maybe, like, no-stop it? I don't think so. I don't think here. So, but I think it's probably going to be mostly mediums. What's the temperature going to be like? Fairly warm. So the super softs are going to hurt, like, they're just going to melt. So we're really going to want to avoid super softs for the race itself. What I might do is bring 2 for quali, and then 1 more just in case we end up with a short stint at the race day. But that's it. And I don't think we're going to work on super soft knowledge. I think we're mostly just going to go soft. We'll get the soft knowledge, like burn 1 through practice. Well, we don't need this many. Maybe I will consider doing something like this. Because I think the idea is going to be burn 1 in practice for knowledge and then assume soft, soft, soft for the race. But there's a possibility that Monty might be able to do medium shenanigans. Should postpone rule to increase tire sets to 12? Maybe, but I think that might make it a little easier for the AI. Sometimes the AI uses up too many tires during practice and then has a terrible race. So I think we're better. I think if things are a little bit trickier in terms of strategy decisions, I think it pays better for us than the AI. So yeah, I'm going to use the 2 supers for quali and then have 1 available for race day just in case. Mostly we're thinking softs. There might be some weird shenanigans with Monty on mediums, but probably not. And in fact, I don't think we need 2 mediums because even if we do some stuff with Monty, it's probably going to be a medium stint followed by a tiny bit of soft or super soft. So I don't know. Maybe we could shift to something else, but I don't even know where I would put the extra tire. Like, I don't think we need the 2 mediums. I don't think we need 5 softs. I don't think we need 4 super softs. Maybe I'll go ahead and do this in case it turns out that, like, doing something like soft super is the best. Although the temperature is insane. The super softs are just going to melt, so I don't think that's very, very ideal. I don't think we're going to do stints on mediums. It's very possible we do a stint on mediums, but I don't think we do 2 on mediums. So that's why I'm only going to bring the 1. Like, the thing is, if the race is so long that you can run 2 mediums, it's probably not worth it, though. Yeah, think of safety cars, but I'm not sure how that makes a difference. Well, I mean, 3, 4, 2 is what I originally had. I just can't envision a situation where we do this. Unless we start Monty on mediums, and then 5 laps in, there's a safety car, and then we're like, well, maybe we switch to a second medium now. That might be the one situation I could see. I guess the other thing is, in case we decide to run Balky on a medium stint, we might want to get medium knowledge for Balky. Monty doesn't need the medium knowledge because she has the lower medium tire wear, but maybe we do something like that. All right, let's do that because it gives us another option for practice in case we don't want to just practice on the softs. So we'll see. There's no new parts to fit. Okay, yeah, 29C, 32 laps. Clear. Propose new rule, spec drivers. Everyone gets 2 Emmas. Actually, with the safety car thing, it would have been better to bring the 1 extra super soft. But I think 2, 4. Sorry. I think 4, 4, 1 would have been better than the 3, 4, 2. I don't know why I let myself get convinced by chat, by a couple people in chat. I think 4, 4, 1 would have been better than 3, 4, 2. But we're here now. Okay. What's the tire wear spec looking like? 32 laps. Okay. So looks like medium soft would work okay. Soft is feasible if we do conserve. But we'd probably have to conserve the entire stint, which I don't think is worthwhile. And the super softs are going to be really weird because we're going to be stuck doing a lot of conserve to get it to go. It is so hot. Actually, we might have to... It's possible that soft is going to be ideal because the temperatures... We're going to be forced to conserve the temperature on the softs anyway. I mean, we have to do 16 laps. That's a pretty big ask. But on the other hand, we could just run medium. Medium soft. I don't know. Do we try to go soft? Do we split the strategy? Monty might be able to go medium into super soft. $16 should be fine on Balky. Why on Balky? They both have the same smoothness. 16 should be doable. Probably without even that much conserving, actually. And yeah, start on softs they can't make, go for mediums. That's a good point. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice on softs. And then assume we're going to use soft knowledge for the race. We're going to assume we're going to go soft. Okay. I like it. So you clearly need a bunch more downforce. It's always funny when they split the speed balance like that. And yeah, Monty can probably do something. Well, she can definitely do at least the 22 laps on the mediums. But I don't think that's actually going to be all that helpful for us. So I think we're going to risk it with soft, single pit. In any case, we're going to practice on softs right now. I think if we're going to win first, we are going to have to take risks. And if we don't finish first this season, I think we'll be in a really good position to do it next season with safety. All right. Crap tons more downforce. Oops. More downforce. I'm gonna do this with the speed balance. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, there we go. Green, purple. I'll just throw in a little more downforce. We don't know which way it's going to be, but this should give us some information. The fact that this only became good, it was okay to good, I think we may have overshot with the speed balance over here. I fully expect this to become great. Handling there. Good, great. See what this does. Make speed balance great again. Purple, purple, green. Went much better than last time. And I was right. It did become great going that way. So what I'll do here is I'll just throw in a tick of tire camber. Or actually, I'll do it with the rear angle. I'll bring down the rear angle, then bring up the downforce. Let me do it a little bit more. Because what I want to do is I want to end up with a fairly different speed balance with minimizing the breakage of other things here. And then see what this does to our number. There you go. So these are basically where they were, but this has changed, and we'll see what that number does for us. Triple purple! Triple purple all the way! 99%! Excellent. Okay, so we're done with Balky. Balky can just stay out now. Good job. Good job, Balky, and your engineer. I'll bring Monty in right now. She doesn't have that much feedback, so she doesn't develop that much knowledge anyway. I mean, we're so close that maybe I could... Hey! There's the triple purple. I was going to say, we're so close we might have just been able to leave out. She only got the 98% triple purple. Here, we'll do a little notch of tire pressure and see what that does for our percentages. But otherwise, yeah, you can just stay out now. Balky the Speed Queen. Just coming up. Bring in, bring in. I think, Balky, you will actually finish the knowledge for me, so that's good. No, we can always go back out. Go and do some qualies. Still 98. So, most likely it's actually the other way. Well, let me do this, and we'll see which one of these breaks first. Because if one of them stays purple and one of them becomes green, then we get lots of information from that. Oh, shit. I'm gonna stay out. There you go. This is really annoying. We just needed her to stay out for, like, another 3 meters. Rather than do an entire lap out here. Yeah, she's at 99, so we don't have to make any adjustments. I mean, 100% is technically possible, but it's so unlikely it's not worth stressing about. Come on, Monty, clock in a time. There you go, finally. Get that quality knowledge. We'll definitely going to get our level 2 quality knowledge this time. Because we didn't get that last time, which was annoying. We're going to be able to send out Monty again. Okay. There you go. I think what I said could happen did happen. So now what we want to do is just dial in a little more speed balance. Or a little more top speed. So bring down the rear wing angle. We're right at the limits of this downforce. But that should put us back into excellent. It might still be 98, but we may have found a 99 doing this. Okay, let's go back out for quality until the end. Hopefully we get to level 3. Immediately turn around here, and without making any other adjustments, which we don't need to, luckily, all we have to do is refuel her. Our tire's about to wear out, but I don't really want to waste it, so... It's going to slow her down, which means she'll get, you know, fewer laps going. There, we can redline both of these engines. Yep, we're going to get to our level 3. Nice! Okay, come on in! Yeah, I don't care about your worn tires. We're done. Alright, perfect knowledges. Purple all the way across. Pit time math. Pfft, who cares? We already have our pit time strategy worked out. But, oh, you want it for your spreadsheet, Leopard. Right, of course. Okay, 7th and 8th in practice time. Quality, we do have a little bit more potential because we do have, like, the super overtake mode and things. Quality, sweeter spots. Quality, super overtake. Purple all the way across, 99. Super soft. Still just 98 purple all the way across. That's fine. And we might be able to find the 99, but I'm not going to care too much about that. Take, go. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I still want to do the thing where I send them both out right away. Monty first, because theoretically she should be a little faster with the super overtake. And Monty just after, so there's a tiny bit of a gap between the two. And then what we're going to do is wait until the last possible minute to send out for maximum wear. Double perfect! I didn't see what Balky got, but Monty got a double perfect, although she's already been beaten in the sectors. Someone's getting faster times than her. Which is not a surprise. God damn, we're half a second slower here. These Mercs! Because I mean, we knew they were strong last season, but they carried something entirely different forward into here. They came out with a new aero package, maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Hold on a sec. Fill the gap. Okay. God damn, they're just so fast. I'm starting to worry about our chances of getting first this season. Well, Monty improved. Balky did not. All it did is invert their positions. Spike their fuel with rocket fuel. Maybe their wings are flexy. God damn, flexy wings! A lot of controversy right now in F1. I mean, I guess there always is. There's always politics. You know, people trying to find any edge they can, but I don't know. So, soft tire race trim. Soft tire race trim, and we're going to try to one-stop on the softs. It is definitely going to be a greedy approach. But that is going to be the plan. The fact that it put us on supers make me think a lot of people in the front are going to be starting on super softs, which I don't think are the winning strategy here. Oh yeah, what's our fuel load going to be? I think my plan was... I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm going to take 2 laps away from Balky and 1 lap away from Monty. Oops, I didn't realize I was going all the way through. Because I don't think we can orange mode the entire race, or we're not sure if we can. So since we're not sure that we can, we may as well underfuel a little bit, and then we can run some orange. We know that we're going to be able to run some orange to start off with, because it's actually, I think it's low fuel wear, this one here. Yeah, that's right. 32 laps to 1 lap of fuel is less than last race. That's right. So us being in 2 laps down in Balky's car this time is us removing less fuel than being 2 laps down in the previous race. But we're going to be pushing our engines more this time because we've got a little bit more engine condition. So I think I'm fairly pleased with this. It's kind of a nice middle ground. And yeah, so we might lose some spaces right at the start. Well, no, because the people behind it, well, I mean, we may still. Orange, orange, go, go, go. We're not going to push. In fact, we'll probably have to do a little bit of conserve. We really want to do 16 and 16 for our stints here. Oh, man. People are shooting ahead of us instantly. Well, actually, Monty! Holy crap, Monty with a wicked start. Balky, okay, is regaining some of those positions, which at least is nice. And then Monty losing us a little bit again here. And then they're neck and neck, these two. Wow. And yeah, we will be pushing more this time around. Kuma already on blue tires for some reason. Alright. They have special strategies in mind. They stole a strategy booklet from a team called Ferrari? I don't know. They're not in this league, so I don't know. But they seem to have some crazy and wild ideas. And so they're just trying to borrow that. Low fuel wear reminds me of the good old Murray Walker days. Oh? There's a bit before my F1 viewing time. Oh, you're ERSing, so we'll go ahead and ERS to defend. And we want to do it with both cars so that one doesn't slow down the other. I don't know if this... Oh, and then you stop your ERS right away, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to say it's not really the place we want to use it. If we're going to do some overtakes, we're going to want to use it right after this little hairpin here. This is sort of going to maximize the straight sections that we can use to maybe do an overtake. I don't know if I'm going to use it here. Maybe. You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. We can probably make up some space here. Close in through the... Let's call this like a fairly wide chicane. Woo! Okay, Monty got through. Balky did not. Disappointing there, Balky. Although Monty can maybe slow down Flores, which is going to be interesting. All these people on super soft tires, they have to get a lot done early because they're going to have to pit one extra time. So if they're being held up by people on harder tires, like what is happening with Flores over here, that's really bad for their race. Oh. Let's see if we can get back ahead with Monty here. There you go. Now, we didn't use any charge with Balky, which might mean she can do maybe a run next lap to get through. She's still not going to have a ton of charge. God damn, Tyler. Oh. Tyler the New Lavoie. Confirmed. Still just trying to slow up Flores. Oh my god, they're wasting so much charge. I mean, so they get through eventually, because they did have a bunch of charge. But they had the better tires and crazy amounts of charge. We held them up for so long That's really bad for Flores, which is great for us. Temperatures are actually surprisingly stable. Isn't this exactly the same temperature as the last race? Oh, no! No, I'm saying they're 50%. No, we start at 25%. The temperatures are not stable. Okay, good. That is as expected. I'm going to have to pull back on Monty's engine mode a little sooner. Even though Balky has less. She's in a better position. I can't tell if Balky's actually being slowed down by Monty or not. Attempting to overtake. I don't know. Should I team orders? I don't like to do that when they're in the same strategy. You know, if they were human beings. But damn, that is... Let them race, don't be James. Yeah, but Erzing one and not the other is what sort of screwed us up last race, because they burn a bunch of their ERS trying to do a natural overtake. If I'm going to do an ERS, I will want a team orders. Like, if I'm enabling an overtake, just use the team orders. What are you apologizing for? You don't need to get through her, but you do have to defend against Vidal here. There it is. Well defended. If anything, I could ERS Monty a bit more to grow a bit of a gap so that Balky's not as held up. And then we could just use a big charge on Balky later. When Balky closes in again, she'll have more ERS. Then maybe what we'll do is, at that point, we'll do a team orders ERS overtake. If Monty can't maintain the distance. Alright. I don't think we have to do it now. I'm a little concerned about the fuel loads. It's probably stupid. Let's pull back now, and then we can save it for times when we're trying to do an overtake. Electric cars? Actual F1 are hybrid cars, just like this. They have an energy recovery system. Okay, 9th place. That's Vidal making a move on Van Cloysen, and then Balky just ahead. Okay, but so far so good. I guess I should keep an eye on Balky. She's got the charge, and yeah, if something like that happens, I'm going to want to defend with Balky's own ERS charge like that. And Monty, you go ahead because you're going to hold up Balky if you don't charge yourself. Okay, they both use their stuff. So we're halfway through our stint, and we have used half of our tire. But we still have to do a little conserve. There we go, Balky with the natural overtake. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to back up with Monty a bit. I'll conserve. I think we're going to have to do that with Balky. I think if we're going to go to 16, we have to start conserving now. And in fact, it actually might be a problem keeping the temperature up high enough. Okay, that's annoying when they're just clustered like that. Why is it that the person in front keeps slowing down the person in the back? No matter who it is. Yeah, leaving the team orders on all the time seems like a poor choice. Once it's happened. This is just like driving on a highway. You've got some butthead who's tailgating you the whole time. And then finally they find a place to pass you. They get in front of you, and then they don't go any faster than you were. They just wanted to be in front. Because they're asshats. Okay, the super softs are going to start boxing now. So let's go ahead and use a double charge here. Just to try to get a little further ahead before they come out of the pits. Increase the odds that more of these people are going to come behind us. I mean, if they're boxing now, that's going to be the case, but maybe next lap as well. Second and third. There's no drafting in this, no. So there's no advantage. There's no tow. It's possible we won't be able to execute the soft strategy. We're going to evaluate very soon. What may end up happening instead is we go soft into a final stint on supers. That's very possible. We still want to do a fair amount of soft stints because we do have the soft knowledge. Again, here I'm going to double charge because it's a good place to do it on the straightaway. We didn't have a lot of charge there. There's first place, so we are now leading the race, but we haven't pitted, but so that makes sense. We might be able to do it. The pull up of the light. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When you're doing overtakes in a section where there are still traffic lights, you're not usually going to accomplish much. Every now and again, it does mean you get through the traffic light first. But I think anytime you're just trying to just barely get ahead of someone, it's like that's the sort of stuff that leads to accidents, man. So yeah, I think our yellow fuel is going to make it to... It's going to balance out our fuel perfectly fine to the end here. But yeah, maybe I could have fueled more and then pushed more, but I wasn't sure. I don't know what our math was. Okay, so we just came through. I think it was 37 on Balky as we went through. Now the cliff's on the softs, so hard is nothing, medium is 5, 10% on the softs. So we only have 15% left to play with here. Yeah, mediums. I mean, a lot of people went from their supers to mediums, which I don't think will last. Maybe it will. Maybe they were one-stopping onto the super into medium. Okay, we're coming through there. I think Balky was at 37% when she went through, because there's 36% shortly afterwards. So it looks like we're using about 4, maybe 5% per lap. So no, we're going to do this just fine, I think. Someone got badly used medium? Oh, did some people change to use mediums? That is possible. The AI does do that sometimes, depending on what they practice. Becker's coming our way. I mean, he's got to get through Hume still. Who's on softs like we are, but his is degraded a little bit more because he's probably not doing the hard... He's actually running it on orange right now, which is interesting. Which means he won't be able to just one-stop. Well, unless he goes soft to mediums. But, you know, that doesn't seem very good. Go ahead and do a power stint here. The only problem is we are going to be double boxing. And there's not really a way to avoid that. Unless what I do... I'm going to try to build maybe a little bit more distance with Balky. Let's see if we can build... Because a 2-second gap's pretty much all we need. And, yeah, maybe. It might work out. Okay, lap 14. So yeah, when we're on lap 16 is when we're going to be boxing. I don't know, the gap is building. The thing is, we do want to burn both of their ERS before they pit. So we can't really necessarily use it strategically to gap it. But maybe a little bit. Well, especially, we really only need under 25%, so we may be able to do a little bit of shenanigans there. So I think we're going to be okay here. I mean, our gap is growing. Balky is on the harder engine mode, so that kind of makes sense. Increased tire mode? No, because we're not pitting here. And we can't go below 10%. So I think green is going to be exactly where we want to be. Did you finish on medium? Yeah, but we think we're going to finish on softs. That's last 15, so now it's 16, so now we're planning on pitting. There's a more than 2-second gap between the two drivers, and they have enough tire, they'll make it there. In fact, I think I can go to neutral. Maybe we just hit the cliff, but I'm betting we don't. Betting it's pretty much bang on. So we're going to box here. Triple charge. Go. I don't think we're finishing first, but I think we're going to do okay. I think the Mercs, the Steinmans, are still going to come in first and second because their cars are... They seem to be, like, insanely over the top compared to ours. Well, compared to the entire field, really. Yeah, Becker's not going to pit again. Probably not. Yeah, and then they're just faster. I mean, they may. They may not make it to the end. Okay, gap's fine. What I'm gonna do here. We'll send them both there. WRS some more. They have DAS. And yeah, we have 2% to the cliff, which is just perfect. Good pit, good pit, good pit, no whammies. Nice. Ah! Fuck. What the... I mean, thank God the mistake didn't happen for Balky, because that would have backed up Monty as well. Ah, son of a bitch! 2.1 seconds lost. Maybe we gotta get our tire guns reset. So this car here, that's probably DeGraff, is gonna come out ahead of Monty. God damn it. Yeah, DeGraff. That's really annoying. Now, let's see if we can do something where we actually try to slow down DeGraff a little. He's on pretty weak-ass tires. We're going to try to slow him down a little so that Monty can catch up and then get through on ERS. And we can't slow him down for too long because Balky's got to use her own ERS charge soon. Well, he's using his charge here, which is interesting. Yeah, now he's going to be boxing. He's still ERSing. Oh, no, he's not. Like, the pit icon replaced things? Monty dropped again to Vidal? Shit, I didn't realize they were in a battle back there. Okay, we're still going to wait until the good sort of straight area. Well, I don't know. We have so much charge. No. Alright, let's go. Make it happen. Let's go, Monty. Okay. Balky up ahead here. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. You might be able to get through Flores here. It's tricky to pass through these. And through the chicane, but you got there. Lovely. Monty. Excellent. No one near you. Okay. Alright. Holden's definitely going to have to pit again. Monty and Flores will as well. Becker might make it to the end. It depends on how they choose to manage their tires. So they're trying to ERS past us, which actually this is a good place for them to do that. We're likely not going to be able to hold them off, actually. But that's okay. Flores is going to have to box again, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, always nice to slow them down as much as possible, but yeah. I think our fuel loads are okay. And we'll have to do a little tire conserve. We don't have to do it quite yet. The ideal would be a crash by the Steinmans. That's our strategy. Need someone to go out there and knock him out the road. Yeah, the fuel's fine. The temps are getting higher, as expected. Will Becker make it to the end? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're going to pit for some super softs right before the end. But they might. It depends on how they choose to manage it. I just don't know what the AI will decide to do. The guy just lost a job. Yeah, we're just going to have to fire more people. Alright, I'm going to go to conserve now. Send Phil over to Steinman. Yeah. Can we pass Flores here? Well, we don't have a ton of charge, but maybe? No, let me go back to neutral here with Balky. And we had a good amount of charge, but we weren't right on Flores' ass. Good stuff. Excellent. Let's go back to tire conserve. I mean, if he overtakes us again, it's fine. Again, Flores is boxing, so it doesn't really matter if they actually overtake us as long as they're not slowing us down. And ideally, if we can slow them down, that might increase our, chances somewhere. Monty's got no one really near her right now. Fuel's at 0.3, which seems fine. Both of them are on conserved tires right now, which seems okay. And we'll have to use Monty's charge soon just to not overload her capacitor. Not waste her capacitor storage. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drop to medium now. And here, I think they've got enough fuel that we will be able to go back to orange before the end of it. But I'll play it a little bit safe. Okay, was ERSing and then pitting. Although, still get the speed. You know what? No, I think they are still ERSing. It doesn't show it properly. But if you're boxing anyway, although you're going to slow me down. So maybe, you know what? I want to stay ahead of you. All right, Monty, it's time to use your charge. Well, you're coming up on the little loopy over here, which is going to be maybe perfect. All right, go. Dump that charge. What do you mean by boxing? Yeah, boxing means pitting. Ooh, Florida's in for repairs, in fact. People aren't sure why, like, the call of box, box, box on the radio has become the preferred and most common way to call a driver into a pit stop. Some people think it may have started for certain German traditions, but part of it, some people think it may have gotten, it may have become the preferred thing because it comes through clearer on the radio. Box is just very distinct compared to other things, and that may be, you know, one of the reasons. You know, it might be one of those where, like, people justify it now for the radio thing, but it may have started as something else. You know, some people in certain languages are using box, and other people are hearing it so well on the radio. Wow, just ahead there. They're like, hey, that's a good idea. We should do that too. But yeah. I mean, it's your pit box, or the pit area. Paddock also called the pit box. Yeah, exactly. All right, third and fourth with no more pit stops for us to do. And, well, Holden will definitely pit before the end. There's no way he makes it through on those softs, which is actually good for us. Becker, I think, makes it to the end. Ooh, they're fighting with each other. Crash! Crash! Oh, there we go. Holden's into the pits now. Actually, they're so far ahead, though. Jesus. They're so far ahead. There we go. Monty didn't get through. That's too bad. Monty would have been a great blocker there. Holden's definitely going to catch up to Balky before the end of it. If Monty could have gotten out ahead, that would have been ideal. Oh, you can definitely go back to high engine mode again. That's a shame. We were probably inches to coming out ahead there. And there's no way we catch him. I mean, he probably came out with a bunch of charge. I think he's just going to catch Balky at some point. Still, though, we're ahead of our other competitors in a pretty decent way. So that's nice. NATO's in there for big repairs. Yeah, Holden's already miles ahead of Monty, closing in on Balky. This is the death number over here. 3.5, 3.4. Holden's still got more charge than us as well. So when they do catch up, they'll likely be able to use that for the overtake. Yeah, the blue flags get out of the way pretty well in this game. It's not usually a problem. Who's Monty behind? Oh, Monty's behind a blue flagger, which is annoying. Just as I was saying that. Yeah, go ahead and charge through. Make sure it's alright. 18th place. Closing in. I think our tire wear situation is fine. I think. Or do we need to conserve more? I don't know. Maybe we'll conserve now. Especially we'll slow down our entry into the lowest performance band. And we will know for sure we won't run into the cliff if we do some conserve now. Fuel loads are fine. Although I got to keep an eye on Monty and switch off. And then at some point I got to move you back up to high mode here, Balky. In fact, you might be able to do it now. We'll wait until Holden's right on your ass. Tell you what, let me go in medium Balky now. God damn, Holden's car is so freaking fast. Stay on the tire conserve. Use your high engine mode for now. Basically just until he gets past us. Balky only needs like 2 laps to make up for this, and that's on yellow mode, let alone blue. Oh, goddamn, this is going to be a challenge. I mean, they're going to get through. They're going to get through, almost certainly. It's basically impossible for us to hold them off. But there's always a chance. I think he might be doing it here. ERS. Oh, he's going to use his own ERS. Oh, he dropped out of it sooner, but then picked it up again. Oh, Becker pit. Onto use softs? I missed that. Yeah, there was no way to hold him off for that many laps. 17th is going to try to repass, which is going to be annoying. We should be able to get through the 4th place car here once we get to our little loopy-loop. It'll be annoying if we have to repass 17 as well. But I'm going to save my charge for the more optimal area here. I mean, they're going to get blue flags, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, go. Yeah, wow. Modi really took off, though. Fastest lap. Yeah, okay. You can go into high for a bit. We'll pull you back to medium for a bit. I think we can finish on neutral tires. In fact, we probably conserved a little bit more. Yeah, Becker is going to be scaring those super softs. You're right. I mean, that's Becker right here. Well, they ran out of charge. That's good. It's a long... You got to finish lap 30, then 31, then 32. We've got 3 laps. Well, basically, yeah, no. There was just never going to happen. It was never going to happen. I mean, 3rd and 5th won't be bad. A podium finish isn't terrible. Tire degradation. Are your tires... Shit, maybe we do have to go back to conserve, actually. Yeah, I probably should have stayed on conserve. We might hit the cliff at the end. Hopefully that doesn't cost us a place. No, we'll be okay. Because we're starting our final lap now. Oh no, we're fine. We can finish on yellow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can finish both on yellow without hitting the cliff. Monty's going to be able to finish on orange, probably. Maybe yellow right before the end. And Balky, we will do some orange and then flick back here. And neither one of them is close to any opposition. So we'll probably use the ERS somewhere around here just to make sure to use it. Yeah, I'll go for it now. I mean, you're not that far from Becker, but an overtake is pretty much impossible, especially since they do have some charge left over. Yeah. Go Monty, which I should have hit it sooner. Yeah, I mean, we got a podium. Ooh, you are doing a bit of a charge, but we're going to be fine here. Okay. 3rd and 5th. We came out ahead of the Ferraris in both ways, which is good. That's going to put us 2nd overall in the placements. But Steinman's... Oh my god, I think they're going to be unbeatable this season. Fudge. I think they're going to be unbeatable this season. I think 2nd is our best hope. All I need is a DNF crash for bingo. Well, let's find out if their parts are legal. Yep. Again, I suspect this early in the season, probably. But who knows? Or they might be using illegal parts, but they might, be slightly illegal. So there's, they're going to go a few races before being caught. Yeah, we need a better car. I mean, we did spend a ton of money in the chassis. And the bright side is, we invested in the factory as well, which we knew wasn't actually going to help us this season. But it was a bit of a safety net, as if we don't win it this season, we're going to have the better factory for next season, and that's going to put us in a much better position. Yeah, Balky made up 4 places during the race, which is pretty good. Rhea even made 1 place up during the race. And we did get on the podium. But yeah, this Steinman team, man, holy crap. And we just poached their best driver and just keeping reserves. Make him the new Emma. If we keep up the trend, we'll finish 1st and 0th next week. Cool! The power of math! So yeah, we exceeded expectations, which is nice. Didn't have to pay out any first place bonuses. New engine has come in. We're going to design another new engine. I think we may want to plan on using the one we just designed, because we need to get some new parts actually in play here. We don't do weight stripping. I mean, I guess we do this. It's not as improvable, but that might be fine. We do something like this. We need to improve it a little bit more. We need more reliability before we can start using it. But I think we probably do something like this. Yeah, it's not improvable at all. But well, we can't add a legendary component right now. Or what we do, right? The one engine we just finished designing, we could start using that one. We could just go and do this, and this is just another practice engine. We might just do this, do another practice engine. Like, we'll have one we're going to use, get this, and then the next one we can use with like a random legendary part. Yeah, maybe. All right, what the hell? Let's do it. Oh, then we can't improve the parts over here. Had to apologize. Yeah, you know, if you're on the podium, you should expect to get soaked. Deal with it. I know that pisses off our chairman, but seriously, if you're on the podium, you're gonna get soaked. Deal with it. We got someone else making a mistake here. I know you guys are you're gonna want me to fire him right away. There we go. Repairs are done. So this new engine. There we go. You can do something like this. That'll be fantastic reliability for the race. It is better than what we're using. It is not head and shoulders above, but it is going to be improvement. We will use this one. Then we're going to do another practice engine, and then we'll come out with the legendaries at that point. Oh, sponsors are ready to come in. This is what, 333,000 per race? So this is definitely the better one. I mean, yeah, 1.2 million per race, duh. Yeah, that's clearly really strong. So we're going to go with Zygon, whatever that is. I'm not going to pick this sponsor here because we're going to wait for full options. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. And we're going to pick this up again next week. It feels hard to imagine. Like, Steinman have double our points already. And it's not like we had bad outings. The problem is they just first and second both times, right? The two drivers are splitting their wins, which might make it better for the driver standings for us. But the team are just dominating there. But who knows? Maybe things will change up. Maybe the next race will be rainy. It's not. That's too bad. Just one DNF. Well, actually, they would need a double DNF is what they need for us to catch up at this point. But we'll see. I mean, we got some wins, you know, in previous seasons. So we're that much closer this time. But it just feels like they got such a performance boost. It's like obscene. I don't know. We're only 4 ahead of Ferrari, but I think we're going to be in a pretty good situation fairly soon. We tend to improve a lot more through the season than the AI does. We tend to place progressively higher as the season goes on because we just improve our cars quite a bit more over the course of the season, generally speaking. So I actually feel fairly secure against Ferrari. I don't think the race is over against Steinman, because a lot of things can still shake out, especially as we drop more of these like new parts in here. But we should theoretically be developing very quickly. We'll see. Anyway, next scheduled live stream is for Wednesday. Maybe we get back to Victoria 2 and finish that off. Either that or maybe more RimWorld. Maybe we'll do RimWorld on Saturday. Maybe we'll try to do some Victoria 2 on Wednesday. We'll see. It'll partially depend on, mood and what random stuff happens to drop about then. Yeah, thanks a lot for coming out, everyone. We're gonna raid a Kiss for Lux channel right now, and I'm gonna see you guys on Wednesday. And yeah, I'll try to get I'll get a Stellaris video live like right away at the end of the stream here, because I've got a bunch recorded, just they haven't been going online. Bye everyone.